I'm going on vacation. That's the start of my 8-day vacation in Fort Lauderdale / Hollywood, Florida. Actually, we say just Florida because I travel across the state with my grandparents. It's my dad's mom and her husband, which is a British guy. They got married like 25 years ago or something like that. My real grandpa, my Indian grandpa, died a long time ago, like before I was even born. But yeah, they're pretty awesome, and this trip was really fun. I actually went the year before. I went early August 2018, and now I've gone late July 2019. So yeah, let's just get into the trip. I'll explain stuff because the beginning of the trip I really don't vlog anything, and I'll explain what happens around then. We watch a lot of movies. That's a little hint. Didn't record it all on the first day that we arrived because I was tired, jet lagged, just needed some rest, and then for the second day, I went to the beach with one of my grandparents' friends, actually. Pretty nice guy. His name's Eugene. So what happened was we actually arrived there. I went swimming, even though I didn't have swimming shorts with me. And it started raining, so we went to a restaurant to eat. It was very wet. That day, I watched about 3 movies. I watched Purge Election Day with both of my grandparents, Spider-Man Homecoming with my grandpa, and Rings Alone in the Dark late night when they were all asleep. It was pretty good, actually. I like that. So the next day, I actually have no vlog footage from, but the main thing was I went to see Lion King in theaters with my grandma and just chilled around and watched movies at home. I've never watched so much movies, ever. I didn't even really play that much video games. Like, I really just stay on Discord and watch YouTube videos. I mean, I brought my laptop with me. But anyhow, if you're wondering what movies I saw that day, other than Lion King, which I loved a lot, my grandma loved it a lot too, I saw Sherlock Holmes, Game of Shadows. That's the one with Robert Downey Jr. I saw that one with my grandpa, if you're wondering. He used to be a British spy, actually. Yep, not even kidding. My grandpa's a legend. So, and I also saw Happy Death Day with both grandparents. They thought it was such a shit movie. And then late night, I saw The Boy with my grandpa. He predicted this twist, but it's one of the few times I haven't been able to predict a twist very well. So, on the 27th, I get to hang out with my aunt and first cousin, my dad's sister, if you were wondering, and the daughter of my grandma who I was staying with. My cousin was very sick when this happened. It was kind of bad timing, to be honest. I really didn't get to hang out with him, except right before I left, he visited me. But we'll get into that later. I began the morning by seeing Captain America: The First Avenger alone. Anyhow, I went to her house, went swimming in her pool. I watched Captain Marvel at her house. I also watched The Isle. Pretty good movies, if you ask me. My aunt watched a bit of The Isle. She thought it was pretty cool. I discover a lot of good movies every time I hang out with my grandparents, dude. Last year, when I went, it was pretty awesome. In fact, speaking of last year when I went with my aunt, and I went on a day with her, which she had a different apartment. She was moving out of this apartment that she'd been in since 2015. Anyhow, that was 2018, if you were wondering. And I had so much fun. We went to Off the Wall, but that was the past story. After this, one of her friends had a birthday party. She was going to take me and my cousin, but he was sick, so my cousin's pretty cool. He had a girlfriend he was hanging out with while he was sick, but he usually hangs out with a lot of people, in fact. But sadly, I had to go with my aunt alone. My aunt's pretty cool, but she was saying this to me while we were at this party. It was a Hawaiian party at this Hawaiian restaurant. She was telling me that if my cousin was with me, he would have said to me, let's get the fuck out of here. We would have driven around. We would have had some fun. Because last year, in 2018, I keep making references to August of 2018 when I went last time. We had some fun going out with him. We did some pretty cool stuff. Man, I don't really get that experience that often. My older brother does not do cool stuff with me. I'm sorry.
Ladies and gentlemen, to the My Kind restaurant and television review. We are known as the My Kind Review.
So funny when I met him for dinner.
We journey to the Polynesian South Pacific. We'll share with you our music, song, dance, culture, as well as some historical facts.
tons of movies these past 4 days, but this, by far, is the greatest so far. No, I'm just kidding, I really like The Isle a lot. The Isle is pretty good, but yeah, this is also awesome.
On the next day, I went out to dinner with my grandparents. That's kind of it, actually. Here's my grandpa with a big batch of pizza. Pretty good place. Loved it. We also kind of explored the neighborhood area. I believe earlier in the day, we actually went to the park and had a little picnic. It was like an afternoon picnic at like 4 o'clock. And that night, we watched Pan's Labyrinth with Spanish subtitles. My grandparents loved it so much. It was their favorite movie that they watched with me. And I saw it had good ratings before I even had watched it, and I decided to save it for them. And we loved it. Beautiful movie.
Yep, I got a really nice place to stay at. In fact, they even have a pool. I might visit this pool right now, actually. 2 pools, but this is one. I mean, even a spa, too, so pretty nice. And my hotel room is really nice, too, so. Aw, yeah. You know, I haven't been vlogging that much over, did I say vlogging? I haven't been vlogging that much over the past few days because, I mean, really it's not much to vlog. I'm just watching movies, and when I do go out, I mean, it's really not that interesting, but I don't bring my phone with me all the time, but yeah, I was just relaxing out here. It's so warm, man. I'm gonna miss this in winter. Oh, and if you're wondering my location, Naples, Florida, West Coast. Very warm in here. Damn it. It's a heron right in my room too. Also, there is a second pool. Kind of dead though, honestly, filled with old people. But the other one, the one I was at earlier, I spent like 2 more hours there, filled with people. Filled with people. Enjoy some coke. Want to walk into it? This is a really nice place. As you can see, crowd. Yes, back to my social resting spot because I already changed and showered and I don't want to go back into the pool for another few hours. Boom. Oh yeah, this is gonna be a lifetime to watch some videos. Oh, I also forgot. I'm gonna be doing a race count. British white people. Ah! Mexicans. Ah! European white people. Ah! Black people. There's none of them. And yeah, there's some Asian people here too, so anyhow, stupid race count that probably no one cares about, but it's funny. See you guys soon, I guess.
Shall I lick? Okay. So if you want to give me half shellfish, and I'll give you a...
For the appointment.
Okay. It's the same with mi amigo. Okay.
Oh yes.
We only had a drink, water, and
You know, if I drop this, it's over, right? I mean, it's a nice hot tub, but if I drop this, it's over. I'm holding it with 2 fingers, so hopefully I don't drop this. This is closed. That's fine. Nice.
I'm gonna go get my breakfast now, okay? Look at these fish breakfast, eh?
You after my food, mate? Wow, this is a hot ass place. final time swimming in this place. I'm totally gonna miss this place. I'm gonna say goodbye to the friend I made at the pool, and then I'm just gonna leave, I guess. Vlog will continue with my adventures back in Fort Lauderdale. Let's see that handstand. Awesome.
We actually did a lot on this trip, so let me explain. So on the trip back, we actually went north to Bonita Springs just to check out where my grandparents used to live. And then on the way back, we stopped by another place, but this was near the East Coast, where my grandparents also used to live, except this time, like, this was where they lived during my lifetime. And I don't remember the place, but I guess my older brother and older cousin must remember it, and we even got to see their old house. We also stopped by this park and actually went around the whole thing, like did a whole loop. It was a pretty cool park. It had like a lake for camping and I guess canoeing.
The sun is so high. High rain. These guys right here, they're having the family meeting by the beachfront.
So the next day, I went to visit a college, FIU, Florida International University, with my grandpa and my grandma's friend. My grandma couldn't come because she had a leg issue at the time. Maybe a foot issue. I don't really know.
I know, I'm recording in a fucking bathroom. What's this ice?
That night, I watched The Happening with my grandparents. It's actually my second time seeing it. And then we also watched House of the Witch. Trash. We also saw Holmes and Watson. And the next day, I go home. I actually began by watching a bit of The Hobbit Unexpected Journey, but I couldn't finish it.
Wow, must be some movie.
My ears. I'm home, baby. I've been home for about 6 hours now, actually. So, if you guys were actually wondering where I went and all that, I will show you on my map, and then this episode is over. You see, I went from Chicago all the way down to Fort Lauderdale, and of course, then I went to Hollywood. Then I went on my trip to Naples. So it's just following the 75 to Naples. And then I went back, obviously, for my last 2 days, and then I flew all the way back up to Chicago and Evanston. As you hopefully knew, I didn't record everything. And yeah, I compensated for those clips. I kind of forgot about the vlog a few days in. It was just me at my aunt's house. That's really why I didn't record. She had a pool and stuff that I went into. Had some old ladies in there. But it was all good.